Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Like Mother, Like Murder, your favorite true crime momcast. I am Rachel.
And I am Heather, and we cover missing moms, murdered moms, moms who commit the crime, survivors, and more.
And then every once in a while, we bring you guys a very special segment, The Good, The Badass, and The Crime. And that's what we're
Yes,
doing here today. I love
I'm
these.
excited. I'm
Um,
excited.
yeah. As a momcast, we love these episodes because we get to talk about good moms, badass moms, and crime moms, and it's all just a little more lighthearted than what we talk about on a normal weekly basis. But
Hmm?
before we get into, these articles, I have something to say. Okay.
What's that? What's that?
If you're a longtime listener of this podcast, you guys know that we have worked alongside Brandy and Hope. And that's been like 2 years now, I feel like. But we have worked alongside them and just tried to help, period. Like, just tried to help because we didn't know what that was gonna look like. We didn't know what we could possibly do in any way, shape, or form. We just wanted to first and foremost provide them like a platform to tell their stories, to give them a place to share not only about, the loss of their beautiful children, but to help raise awareness and give exposure to filicide and what was going on. And through that, it has just continued. And, Heather and I have taken it amongst ourselves to try even harder and bring that to different events that we've been doing and what we will be doing even more. But what I really want to share with you guys is Hope Hooton just released a book.
Yes, she
And
did.
it's so incredible to know and to see and just to be witness of the fight that both these moms are doing um, as they're doing it, like in real time, watching this happen. And, they've been working on laws and not even just working on them, straight up freaking actively passing laws. It
Right.
is just amazing to see what they are doing for other families to help them. But yeah, with Hope, she released her book. Her book is called There's Still Hope, A Journey of Adversity, Tragedy, and Unshakable Faith. It is available now on Amazon. We will have this linked in the show notes. And if I ever get my shit together, I will post about it on Instagram. But we don't know about that yet. Okay. So if you miss me on social media, I may be back real soon. But as of now, the link is in the show notes.
Yeah, and I have to say, so Rachel and I have both read it. It is, I mean, obviously, like Rachel said, we've been working with Hope for a while now. We know a lot about her story, and not just about Alec and Lydia. We have heard, the other things that have happened in her life. And there are obviously, I mean, it's a whole book. So, like, there were things I did not know.
Mhm.
And it was, I mean, Hope is just one of a kind. One of
Seriously.
a kind. So I mean, I read it in like half a day. I couldn't put it down. Um, and Hope writes it in a way that you're not only, getting the information, but it's right there. Like you're feeling
Yeah.
all of it right there.
Mhm.
And it's such a vulnerable place to be, to share, you know, the hardest and the best and all of those ups and downs of someone's life. So big shout out to Hope. It's amazing. And yeah, check out the link. Go and support Hope and everything that she's doing. And also just for your own sake, it's amazing.
Okay, so for the first time in forever, I'm just gonna go first. I'm
Oh,
feeling all out of sorts
okay.
right now. So, Heather, you get to sit back and relax. The reason I
I'm
want to
so
go first
excited.
is because I just want to finish faster. I just want to get all my stories done with. Can I just tell you my good, the badass, and the crime, and then you? I'm just kidding.
Let's We could do
No,
it that way. Let's try it.
Are you serious
No?
right now? No, no,
Shake it up.
no,
No,
no.
you're like, hell no.
I like to the shaking it up portion that I'm willing to go, like the length I'm willing to go is I'm going first.
Okay.
I'm not
You're
willing
right.
to try
We
too
can't
much
we
right
can't
now.
change too much in one
Baby
day.
steps.
Okay,
Baby
fair.
steps, okay?
Fair.
For everyone listening, I am sick. I am sick, so I am loopy and I'm ready to go first for the first time. All right, we are going to talk about the good moms. We love these. I look forward to these, and mine is so friggin' awesome. I love it so much. So, this one is a mother daughter duo, which I freaking love. Here is the headline for you. Mother daughter forging 2,190-mile Appalachian Trail to raise funds for Parkinson's. And their hashtag is AT4PD. So, Appalachian
Aw.
Trail for Parkinson's disease. Doing this challenge for themselves wasn't really doing it for themselves. It was in honor of it was a mother daughter. So, it was the husband and the father. And
Mhm.
this was all to raise money to help Michael J. Fox's
Mhm.
program, his foundation for Parkinson's.
Mhm.
So, their goal with doing this challenge for themselves was to raise $50,000, which they passed by a long shot. This daughter, her name, I feel like I'm totally going to butcher it, but it's Gretja.
Maybe it's just Greta. I don't
Greta?
know. Maybe that's
I'm like, I
like
feel
a
horrible.
Scandinavian way to say it or something. Or spell it.
Well, and it's like, possibly. Her mom's name is Susan. It's just so much easier for me. But we'll say Greta, because maybe you're
I
right
think
that
it's
that
Greta.
J does have that
It's like a
silence.
silent J.
I want to silence myself right now. Okay. So she talks about her father being diagnosed with Parkinson's and how this means more to her and her mom because of this being so personal. This was a 6-month journey. They were going to be starting in Maine and ending up in Georgia.
Holy
Okay.
crap.
Yeah, holy crap is right. So I pulled a bullet point list off of the Michael J. Fox website, and I just want to give you a glimpse into what this looked like for this mother daughter duo because, geez, okay. So 154 days on the Appalachian Trail, 2,194 miles, 14 states,
Oh my
and
god.
yeah, an average of 14.25 miles a day.
Oh.
I complained about a 5K this morning, 3 miles, I just want to say, and that was just one day, not 100 and friggin' 54.
Oh my god.
5.5 months they were away from home. They went through 3 hurricanes, 1 case of COVID, 1 root canal, 9 stitches, 10 staples, 2 ER visits, 1 helmet, 16 times up and down Mount Everest elevation, 2 35-pound packs, 40 plus trail angels, which is a stranger who helps with food or
Yeah.
bedding or laundry, 94 YouTube videos to track their journey, 707 donors, and a total of $83,000 and counting for their journey to donate to the Parkinson's disease research. I
I just
know.
got
Isn't that amazing?
goosebumps. That's
It's so
so
incredible. Yeah.
amazing.
I just
Oh
love that story so much.
my god.
Anytime I find like a mother daughter thing,
Oh, for
I
sure.
instantly am so excited to bring it here to tell you guys. But this one, I love it for so many reasons. Cause like she said, this is personal. There was a reason that they were doing it. But to take your personal, you know, life and be able to turn that into something that is going to help others is just so absolutely incredible. So seeing these
Yeah.
stories make me feel all the good. That's why I was like, I have to go
Yeah.
first because I love this so
I'm
much.
so glad you did. That's amazing. That
Yeah.
is wow. The dedication and heart that you must have to do that and just to keep going after ER visits and root canals. I mean, that's wow. That's
And 154
so
days like
awesome.
together. I think about that with anybody. With anybody. Heather, if you want to spend 154 days with me, I'm sorry, that's too damn bad. Like it's not going to happen. And I love you, and it's clear in these videos. So I am linking the YouTube channel in the show notes so that you guys can go
Awesome.
kind of see, and the foundation website as well. Because the donations are still open. So you guys can, of course, donate if you feel, called to do so. But I just like think there must be moments within that they just say, don't speak till tomorrow. I mean, you
100%.
know, or who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe not. Maybe everything was just fine and dandy the whole time. And it was like, they were breathing so heavy, the majority of it, that they're
They
like, when they
probably
talked, it was
couldn't
great.
actually talk.
But just so incredible and so inspiring. I love that
Inspiring.
article. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so great. That's wow. Speaking of inspiring, do you want to hear mine? My good.
I sure do. You know I
Okay.
do.
This is a little almost like a flippity flop because I normally find an inspiring mom, which there is an inspiring mom in this as well, but it's kind of the flippity flop, and you'll see. So this is the headline for my good. High school students repair cars and give them to single moms.
Oh,
I love it.
my
So
God.
the Louisa County High School in Mineral, Virginia has an auto tech class, and the students repair donated cars and then give them away to single moms.
That is so cool.
Isn't that the coolest freaking
Yes.
idea in the whole entire world? Like,
Sometimes people
why
just
is not
need a
every
little help. Like,
school
that's amazing.
100%? And I was reading this article, and one of the students, he was like 16-year-old student, was just saying that like he remembered, because what they do is they put the car in their garage, they put a big red bow on it, and then they
Oh my
open the
gosh.
garage like for a big reveal. And so
Yeah.
he said he remembers doing this for a mom who was literally holding a baby, and just really at 16 years old realizing like how much what you do impacts,
Right.
the world. And it's
Yeah.
so amazing to obviously offer these moms the opportunity to just have that independence to be able to get where they need to go. But then also it's such a win-win-win because these students I always wish I had taken auto, because if I could change my own oil and just know like basics about a car, I think
Right.
that's something like
Yeah.
everyone should know. But also just like giving the students, like these young kids, an opportunity to show them that like your skills and the things that you do and the small things that you do working as a team to help rebuild these cars can make a huge difference in the lives
Yeah.
of someone who needs it. Like learning that lesson at 16 years old, beyond, right?
Seriously.
And so this 16-year-old kid, he just goes, it gives you more of a purpose. And I was like, for a 16-year-old to
Yeah.
say that, a 16,
To
I
see
mean,
that,
think
like-
about like,
And that's such like a pivotal age that if you incorporate that sort of kind of like feeling into someone,
Yes.
right? Like into
yes,
our most I don't
impressionable
want to say
time of
yes,
our lives.
impressionable, because I was the word that I was thinking was incorrect, but impressionable youth. It's like they're the ones that can flip that and turn that and continue with it going forward.
Yes.
And I love that so much. We need
Yeah.
more of that. We need to send
I
this article to
know.
every school, just like chain mail that thing to different high schools.
So amazing. And it's the smallest thing because, like, I mean,
You're already going to be doing it. You're already going to be fixing up this car.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to do it for this kind of cause. And so one of the moms, she was a single mom with 3 kids who overcame addiction, and she was really reliant on her friends and family. Can you imagine not having your own vehicle as a mom, as a single mom? Like,
Yeah.
how
I
freaking
know
hard
there's
would
a
that
lot of
be?
people. Yeah, for sure.
And so she said that, when this was gifted to her, she said, it's not just about the car, it's about community. And
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly right. Like, it's hard enough as a woman and as a mother to ask for help, but then, to have a whole community rally around you. It's awesome. It was just amazing. I saw that headline and I said, why is not every single
Right.
like, auto school even like doing this? It's just so amazing. So
I do. I
yeah.
love that. One thing that happens here, and I don't know if it's something that happens other places. I've never looked into it. It's not something that I remember from California, but locally they have a day out here. And I don't remember if it's put on by like all churches locally or if it's just a few of the churches kind of like working together, but they have a day where their lots are open and they're giving oil changes to single moms, and you just pull in your
Mhm.
car and they do it for you and then you're good to go free of charge. And I'm like, I love that
Yep.
so much. Just stuff like
So
that is
amazing.
incredible.
Just the small little things that you can, do as a community and just to support people in your community. I mean, it makes such a big difference. And you never know what that person is going through that day, to just be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
to take that load off. And then the other thing too is, I mean, we talk about this all the time, but like how good it feels to just help someone and make someone's day, And so it's as all win, 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 win
Win, win,
amazingness.
win, win, win. I am about to tell you about a badass,
Okay,
like
bring it.
a baddie, a baddie. Okay.
A baddie, a baddie.
This is just incredible. So I'm going to read two headlines for you
Okay,
because the first one is kind of like it's going to give you a glimpse, but the second one is going to give you more like details. Okay.
okay.
So the first one, a mother's bold birthday gesture turned a simple check into a symbol of financial sacrifice, sparking millions of reactions across social media. Here's the second headline. Woman gifts daughter $48,000 from child support savings for her birthday. This mother had been quietly saving every single dime of child support for over a decade. Isn't that crazy? Heather's face right now, you guys. Like, I hope all of your
It's
faces are like that.
amazing.
Yeah,
Oh my
it
God.
this story, it went viral on social media. This was a couple years ago. Or no, 2025 was not a couple years ago. It was 2025. But, everyone had their thing to say. There's people out here who thought it was just this beautiful gesture of like love and discipline on the mom's part to be able
Oh
to
yeah.
really save and make that commitment, right? But there was other people that were concerned about like gifting a child that much money, to a young adult. But which of course, you can think about all of that and you can like weigh whether pros and cons, whatever you want to say. When it comes down to it, it's just the concept of the ability to say, you know what? And who knows fully what things happen throughout these years because, in the article they talk about this. It wasn't some super well off, living a
Yeah.
luxurious life mother. It was a mother
Yeah.
who was just working to get by and was able
Yep.
to do that and never made the choice to go against her word. One of the
Yep.
articles actually broke down the math for me. So
I
thank
was
you,
gonna just
Blueprint
like I
Miami.
literally wanted
Yes,
to take out
I
my
got it for
calculator and
you.
be like, how much would that be every
Yes,
month? Like
I
that
got that
she's
for you.
saving.
So this article is in the show notes, you guys, Blueprint Miami. But $48,000 over 11 years is around $364 a
Yeah.
month, which is
Yeah.
also below the US average of a monthly child support, which is
Yeah, 100%.
$430 to 441. So,
Mhm.
I only want to speak on those numbers because like I said, it wasn't like she was this
Right.
rich or this family was this rich well-off family
No.
that was gifting their child this. She made this choice and lived within the means to be able to do that. And that right there, that strong will and determination to just stick with that commitment is just
Well,
something beyond my comprehension.
and this is why I have a lot of faith that that daughter will use that money for school, a car, uh down payment on a house in some places.
Seriously,
Like,
yes,
you know,
yes.
wherever. And because if her mom showed her, like literally like leading by example, showing this is what you can do when you put your mind to something and you want to make a commitment and you're responsible. I mean, that financial literacy and wherewithal can be passed down. And I think
Right.
that I have faith that that daughter's going to do the right thing. And that is, I mean, that just really goes to show you, you know, when you do break that down, what, $360 a month, which for some folks can mean whether or not you're
Putting
eating
food on the table.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's so amazing that, you know, and so that also means it's not like the dad was like a super well off, you know, person
Right.
if they were, because,
Right.
you know, it's this percentage of your paycheck or whatever. But the fact that she's like, look, you know, I have what I can currently use to support my daughter. But this is, I know she's going to need more support because, yeah, as soon as these kids get older, their shit gets more expensive. And
Yeah.
so be like, here, this is what I've been doing. This is what I've been sacrificing for you. This is your college fund. This is your, you know,
Exactly.
whatever. It's
There's so many
amazing.
things that you can think of it like that. And you bringing up the dad, another comment that was, you know, circulating was this comment that said, you can't save what's not sent. And it's such a true thing, right? Like, no, you can't save what's not sent. But this is not a normal thing that we see. This money
Right.
is to be used for the child and to help with the child, right? And so this
Right.
mom, whether it was like, well, I know I want to be putting this much aside for her or him or, you know, whatever,
Exactly.
and just saying, you know, what I'll do is just put all of that aside and pay the rest of whatever
Exactly.
needs to be done. But the dad didn't miss a payment. The mom put all of that aside. That is just a testimony to both parents right here. And
100%.
I'm just like, I hope they
Mhm.
are living, thriving, beautiful, doing the best they can, all of them, their own ways.
Insane.
Yeah.
That's some responsible parenting. That's
Love it.
some amazingness. That's so cool. That makes me
Yeah.
feel like I should start putting
Badass.
money aside.
Yeah. I have no words. I should start making money to put Anybody want to hire me, please?
We could
Hire
do
me,
it in
please.
11 years, okay?
Crazy sauce. All right,
It's awesome.
what's your badass
You ready for my
story?
badass? Here's
I
the
am.
headline. Grandma delivers daughter's baby in the backseat of a car and then saves his life.
That was the
You just
wrong
took a
time to
drink.
take a gulp of my water, you guys. I muted myself. I took the biggest drink and I hear that headline. Wait, what? So
Yeah,
delivered
yeah.
and saved a life. Like,
Yes. So
what?
the daughter, Shelby, was actually 1 week overdue. She shows up to her mom's house and because her water hadn't broke or anything, but her mom was like, okay, I think you should still go into the hospital. You're 1 week overdue. So her mom, Sonia, was like, she was going to babysit the older kids while the mom goes and gives birth at the hospital. But then suddenly she hears her daughter shout, "It's coming!" from the car.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
And then what ends up happening is, so the daughter's water had never broken, and that's because the baby, he was a cow birth. Or call, I don't know how you say it, but you know how like there's the amniotic sac, which is what usually pops, and that's what your water breaks.
Mhm.
His amniotic sac never broke, and it was actually covering up his face, and he couldn't breathe.
Shoot.
So he comes out in the sack, and
Okay.
Grandma saying it was dark in the back of this car. I just like literally got there. This baby's shooting out. She grabs him, and then she realizes baby's not crying. Like, what's going on? She feels his face, and feels this like
Feels like a film.
film. Exactly.
Yeah.
Pulls that off and baby starts crying. So that's the whole
Oh my
reason the mom's water never
gosh.
broke is the sack never broke. It was still on him. So then her quick thinking, pulling that off, he starts crying and
Wow.
she saves his life. And I mean,
Yes.
imagine like dropping your older kids off and then being like, okay, I got to go to the hospital, mom. And then just in the car, it's
Yeah.
coming.
It's not
Like,
something I want to imagine, but I do want to give props. Like
so I know.
imagination, no. Props to this
I
mom and
know.
grandma, yes.
And then the grandma was like, she said, you watch this kind of stuff, like the I didn't know I was pregnant or like scary birth or whatever.
Yeah.
And she said the whole time I was telling myself, this is not happening. Like, this is not happening.
For
But
real.
look at her. Just literally, you move into action. You have
Yes.
that, that kind of instinct, like, why isn't he crying? And then you pull that right off so he can start crying. And they said he's a healthy little baby boy. Just so amazing. I'm like,
what?
hell yeah.
When did this happen? What year did this happen?
I think last year.
I walk around with my phone in flashlight mode, like through my house because I just refuse to like stub a toe. So I'm like constantly like, I have my flashlight on constantly. How was that not the first? I mean, I know you're like in this like reactionary mode,
Yeah.
right? When this
Yeah.
baby is just all of a sudden born and but I'm like, someone
Yeah.
grab a phone and put a flashlight on so you see
I
what to
know.
do it.
I mean, I'm like well, what's crazy
You're in a
is
car,
like,
put the headlight thing on. Oh my gosh. Wow.
yeah,
That is
it
so
was so
awesome.
crazy. I was just like, that's pretty amazing, grandma. Like, way to go. Way to go.
Love it. I love that. It always makes me question like how I will ever respond or react
In a situation like that.
in
Yeah.
any situation. Like I just don't know. I just don't know.
You never know.
I don't think
You
I'm the
never know.
person who's going to save a life. I think I'm going to be the person who freezes for sure.
I think it
that of
really, for
myself.
me,
It's like
depends
a really
on the
bad thing to think.
So I think about this, and these are the examples that I use in my head. There was one time we were all in the girls' room getting ready for bed. Says me, Zach, 2 girls. We're in the room, and I see a spider, like a pretty fat ass spider, and I'm trying not to freak out because I don't want to freak the girls out. So I say, Zach, can you kill that? Like, there's a spider right there. And I'm trying to keep a calm voice. And then this motherfucker, he full on looks down, flips out, like jumps, freaks out, starts running away. So, of course, both girls start running away and they're all freaking out. So then I have to go grab something, smush the spider.
Yep.
And I'm like, really, Zach? Really? Really? And
That
then,
did
like,
not
the other
work.
day, did not work. The other day, like, this literally, I always think of like, how did I react when the spider came into the room? I was in the bathroom and there was a spider in like our little, like a little decorative bowl that has seashells in it. And so I was like, hey, Zach. And because like, I don't want to leave and come back and not be able to find the spider.
Right.
So I'm staring at the spider.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, Zach, can you come in here a second? And he comes in. I was like, there's a spider in there. I need you to grab me a tissue. Like, grab me something or grab something to kill it. And he's like, so he grabs a tissue and then he's like, and I'm like, will you just give me the tissue then? Like,
don't be a little pansy. Get that shit. Like, come
yeah,
on.
and he's not okay when it comes to that. So I always wonder, like,
a lot of guys are not. It's so funny.
If it was a spider, I think I could handle it. I don't know about like an emergency birth. I don't know. Are those two things comparable? Probably not. But
me and spiders, I got no problem. It is so funny. The other day, so behind me is like, you can't even see behind me, but it's the shades. They're like pull down blinds, and they have kind of like I don't know how you would explain them, but they're hollow. Like hollow little holes going down so that when you pull it down, it expands but goes up. So they open, right? On the sides. And I'm
There
sitting
was a
here one
spider in
day
it?
and typically, yes. So typically I sit with my computer on my right on a different desk because I like to be able to see behind me and there's a window back there so I like to be able to see outside. So where my desk sits, I looked to the right and I felt like I saw something move. And I was like, what was that? So I look and it's a shadow because you can't really see it because I think
Yeah.
it's
It's just
behind. Well, I thought it was behind on the actual window, and I didn't know if it was in the house or
it's
outside. But do you know how shadows are like enlarged? So then
yeah.
I'm thinking it's this like big tarantula of a spider, and I'm like, oh no. And still, I don't freak out because like bugs really don't bother me. But then
Yeah.
when I move this and lift it up, there's no spider. So I'm just like, okay, so maybe it was outside. Put it back down, continue working. Okay. I'm just like moving on with my life. And then I see it move again and I'm like, lift it up. There's no spider. I had no idea it could get inside of it. So then I finally open it. This thing comes crawling out, falls down, and I'm still determined to pick it up and get it outside. So I get like a piece of paper. No, this was like a full on like jumping spider. The amount of times
Nope.
that it jumped on my floor. And
I
I was
don't
like,
do that.
it better not lose it because that is when I start to feel uncomfortable. Like, if it would have jumped off and then I lost it, I have to burn my house down before anything else.
100%.
Like,
Exactly.
I don't want to go to bed knowing that there's a bug in my house, but I
A
also do want
hundred
to get it
percent.
outside. Like,
You're
if
so
if I
nice
can.
because I cannot do that. Like, look, bugs, like any other kind of bugs, like if there was like a cricket or a grasshopper, I will put that outside. A
Yeah.
spider, don't come for me. You have no
So
choice. You came into this,
you
you
have no
signed
choice.
your death warrant when you
Yes.
walked your 8 little fucking legs into my house. Stay outside. If you're
Yeah.
outside, I won't fuck with you. You come in my house because that is my biggest fear is losing it in the house. And my
Yep.
damn cat is a good for nothing. Like literally just
I wish my dog would like try to attack like spiders
oh,
or
my
bugs the
dog.
way that it well, she kills birds. Like the amount of times that I've turned the corner and I'm like, what's in your mouth, Marley? And it's just a dead bird. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, we are not on some farm. This is not like a hunting range, dude. Like, I need you to stop jumping midair and catching these birds or however you're getting them because this is, or I just walk out and there's a dead bird on my porch. I'm like, stop bringing me these treasures, these tokens that you think are good. They're
She's
not
like,
good.
Mama,
Yeah.
look what I
She
did.
leaves
Are
them
you
right
so
there for
proud?
me.
Are you so
Yes.
proud of me, Mama?
No, I'm not. I'm not. And Derby's just like there. She don't friggin' do nothing. So, oh my gosh. Okay. We need to talk about this crime because this is the
Okay.
one that I said this I need to tell Heather. I actually almost sent you the article,
I'm glad you
but
didn't
I
because
knew
I
I
love
need
a
to
good
save it.
surprise.
Yeah. And I do want to say, we cover a lot of heavy on this
We do.
podcast. This episode, like I mentioned at the beginning, is definitely way more lighthearted. We try to keep our crimes to be something that kind of fits what we're talking about.
Sure.
But I also want to just point out that when we talk about certain things, like this does have like a domestic violence situation within the story. Okay.
Okay.
That is serious. And I will never want to make it seem like I am downplaying or making that out to be a joke of some sort. But it's the how and the what the fuck of it that you have to hear.
Okay.
Here is the
All
headline.
right.
Couple arrested after Taco Bell burrito hitting fork stabbing fight. Shut up. Do you have this one?
No, but I was totally going to use this one too. I read through
I
this
knew.
article
See,
because
I
of the
knew. I was like,
Taco
this is
Bell.
totally Heather. Yes, this is a Heather one. And not only is a Heather one, I bet I mean, now that you read the article, you know where this came from. You know what state this is out of.
Fucking Florida.
Yes, the good old Florida crimes.
Oh,
I
man.
swear they are just unlike any other. The Crestview, Florida police were called to a home in Okaloosa County to respond to a domestic violence situation. When they arrived to the home, they found a 50-year-old woman, Suzanne Hurlbert, with a fork sticking out of her hand. Like, I mean, it was
Right.
lodged in there to the point
Right.
where she had to go to the doctors and get it out and, have stuff done. Um, Suzanne told deputies that her and Carl had gotten into an argument and that she decided to hit him in the head with a half-eaten Taco Bell burrito supreme. That is the only part I laugh at in this whole situation.
I love that they're
Do
so
I want people
specific.
slapping people with food? No, exactly. If it didn't say supreme, I would not think it's so funny. The fact that it says the Taco Bell burrito supreme, I'm like, okay. But that, like, whack upside the head with a burrito resulted in Carl losing his damn mind and stabbing her with his fork.
Like,
He
come
ended up
on, man.
leaving the house after this, and the officers, they found him at a bar, like, nearby. Both of them were charged with domestic violence charges. Carl, he was charged with aggravated battery, and Suzanne, she was charged with domestic violence related battery. Not a good situation. These are things,
No.
you guys got to use your words. We tell children all the time to use your words. Apparently, we need to tell these 51 and what was the other age? Like 66? Y'all are old enough to know that you don't need to be stabbing with forks or hitting upside
Throwing
the head with
burritos.
burrito supremes. Yeah, I knew this one. I love that you had already read it. Yes, I love
this
that you had
one.
already read it.
I considered using this one specifically for the same thing because of the Taco Bell. If you guys don't know this about Rachel and I, we love us some Taco Bell. We will spend way too much money at Taco Bell. And what really disappoints me, other than, the fact that these grown-ass adults cannot figure out how to just use their words, is that you guys are giving a bad name to Taco Bell. Now Taco Bell is going to be like in it. Like,
yeah,
don't
Taco
do
Bell's
it, like,
supposed to be like a source of happiness. Like, it's supposed to solve problems.
You're not using
create
it
them.
for anger.
Yeah.
God. Also, get your stuff together, Florida. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But it's like fully lodged into her hands. That is
you have to
stabbing.
really,
That is really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's not like your hand has a lot of like soft tissue for it to get lodged in. It's like if you stabbed yourself in the like meaty part of your leg and it's lodged in there, like, okay, still not great. But like the hand, like you're going through some like major, like that's not just like a layer of fat that you're going through on your hand. Like that's crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
All right.
Nuts.
Are you ready for this one? This is also one where I'm like, look, do I condone this crime? Absolutely not. We don't condone crimes here, people. And how terrifying this probably was. Insane. But the way the mother reacted was just priceless. So this is the headline. Child finds intruder eating Fruity Pebbles and petting the family dog in the kitchen.
Nope. Absolutely not.
What?
Nope.
What? So a woman had called police.
Why do people think, let me eat while I'm committing a crime or doing something like that? Because we talk about those, like, that happens way too often in, like, murders and things like that, or, like, really, really bad breaking and entering stuff. Why are you guys eating? Like, why are you at such this ease that you think it's cool to consume a meal right now?
Well, if it helps to explain the behavior.
It doesn't.
She was super intoxicated. But, so this is what happened.
So that would be me. I would break in my neighbor's house and eat Fruity Pebbles if I was drunk. Don't talk about me. This is foreshadowing into my future right now.
Because especially the part where they're petting the family dog.
Yes.
It's totally Rachel. Okay.
My neighbors better watch out.
So basically, a woman had to call the cops after her son walked into their kitchen and saw a person there, and comes back and tells his mom, hey, there's a strange lady in the kitchen eating cereal. And when the cops show up, there was Fruity Pebbles and milk all over the ground. And so the mom who called police said that after she, her son told her, she said she confronted the lady saying, clean up the mess you made.
funny. Be this way, at least like clean up after herself. Goodness gracious.
This is like the best part where the mom, oh, there's a burglar. They made a mess? Hell no.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
This is very like
That's amazing.
Hermione, you get us killed or we're expelled. Like,
Yeah.
it was just so perfect. But apparently this woman was super intoxicated. I think there was definitely some marijuana involved. And she said that she actually showed up to the house and tried to knock, but no one answered. So takes that as her cue to like walk in and just start eating Fruity Pebbles and then like petting the dog. And I'm just like, okay, so many lucky things in this story. A, lucky that this woman is a nice intoxicated person and not like being violent when she breaks into someone's house. B, lucky that this mom didn't
whoop her ass.
I mean, whoop her ass. Like, imagine someone like walking. I mean, I'm sure it takes you like a second. You walk in, you're like, what the fuck? But like, some people would have just shot her ass, and that would have been that. I don't know if this happened in Missouri. I mean, it doesn't matter. She was in the home, but
Right.
I don't know if there's stand your ground rules in Missouri or whatever, but there you go. And then, so lucky that the kid was like kind of calm and cool and just walked. Cause if imagine if that mom had heard her kid just scream, like that would have been a whole other thing. But the kid just calmly like, hey mom, someone in our kitchen eating our cereal. Like, so many lucky things happen in this situation. But then the craziest part is this woman gets charged for breaking in and consuming food that's not hers. And she pleads not guilty.
I was invited in by the dog, you guys. Like, what are you? That's another thing I was going to say when you're saying like how the mom reacted or whatever. It's like, I don't know what kind of dog this is. She's sitting there petting it, but she's lucky she didn't get her ass freaking bit.
Imagine. Yeah. What if that dog had been like freaking, I mean, that mom was probably so mad at this dog. Like, what kind of guard dog are you?
No, she knew this way. No guard dog. Marley is scarier than my big dog. So
yeah.
Dirty would just sit down and be like, can I have Fruity Pebbles too?
I know. Oh, you're feeding me? Okay. So
yes.
I know that's the only thing that an intruder would need to do to get past our dog who barks incessantly at like a male person or FedEx driver or something. But all you'd have to do is like wave any kind of treat in front of her face and she'd let you ransack the whole house. Nobody come from my house because my cat will fuck you up.
Yes. Not a spider, but you? Hell yeah. Clawed up. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I know,
loved
right?
these. These were good. This was a good GBC. I loved all of these articles so much.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a while since we did one.
It has.
It was definitely time, and I think that we found some good ones. With that said, if you guys ever run across a fun article like this that you think would fit into these, please send them our way. We love these. We go recent, we go old, we go. I think the grandma delivering the daughter's baby happened UK, so we go international. It's all good. Just send whatever our way. It'll be fun stuff.
The last one that we did was before we took our little break, our hiatus over the holiday. And so that was November 25th. We did the one right before
like
Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving. Yes. Yeah. And so that was the last one. It's been like 5 months. It was definitely time. 4, 5? How do you count?
I don't know. Don't ask
November
me.
to March. I thought it was February still, so I don't know.
It was just crazy because I feel like we used to do like, one every 2 months or something, So that was fun. That was awesome. I'm glad that you had the idea to do that.
Me too. Okay, you guys, we are going to be headed to Albuquerque, New Mexico in just a couple weeks. And that is so exciting for us. Beyond the Crime Convention. Tickets are still available. If you guys are in that area, there's tickets available. Come out and see us. Heather will be speaking on a panel. She will be doing a live podcast taping. There will be a lot of our podcasting friends there. So many people to see, which is exciting for you guys, but it's way more exciting for me and Heather. And we just cannot wait for the first event of 2026 because we've got lots going on. And this is just like the
Kickoff.
Kickstarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's going to be
All right.
awesome. I'm very excited.
Me too. Me too, boo boo. All right. We will talk to you guys next week. Okay. Love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.